Hello, welcome. I was going to stream this, but my internet is fucking absolute trash. So we're not going to stream it. Instead, I'll just record it and play it without having to worry about my internet. It has the downsides of other things, but at least I, for the time being, don't need to worry about my hard drive exploding like my internet does. Which is unfortunate, but as you can see, I have a Switch. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to play this. So I can play Switch games now, which is great. And I decided, because everyone seems to really like this game, and I know basically nothing about it, but everyone seems to really like this game, so I thought I'd give it a try. It's the first Fire Emblem I've actually played. I've seen a tiny bit of past Fire Emblems, but maybe collectively like 30 minutes worth of it, so this is all more or less new to me. I did a quick game, a quick run of the tutorial like right at the start. That's all I've done. Wasn't really paying attention to anything, so it's all going to be new for me, especially once we get past that anyway. One thing, I was I don't know why Discord thinks I'm still streaming, but whatever. I was told for the first run to pick one of two specific houses. There's three, it's in the fucking name. I'm smart enough for that, but I was told to pick one of two, so we'll see. We're gonna do normal though for the first run. If we do multiple runs, the rest will be on hard, but I am brand spanking fucking new to Fire Emblem. But I will stick to Classic, because, that, you know, Fire Emblem. We are, however, not going to connect to the network. I don't know what this actually does. I assume it requires Nintendo's online service, so, you know, throw that out the window, but I don't actually know what that option does. Also, this is Anime the Game. Hopefully the volume's okay. It's probably loud as fuck. A slight imbalance of dramaticness here.
Do you recall the Red Canyon? You'll die! 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 You took everything that I loved!
I have no idea what the Red Canyon is, if that's a reference to another Fire Emblem game.
He's gone now, Mother.
Or maybe it's related to this one.
Oh my. What could have brought you here?
Hello, it's me, question mark.
I wonder how you got in here.
I'm just gonna let it auto advance.
To interrupt a moment of repose. Very rude indeed. Now come to me. I wish to have a look at you.
And now we get to not really create a character, we just choose male or female. I'm gonna do male, because I'm a dude. I don't know if you're aware of that, but I am a dude. I like how their faces are on opposite sides for some reason. Oh, I don't know why that is, but either way, we're picking this dude. I need to get used to the button layout on the fucking Switch controllers, because A is on the right and B is on the bottom, and it's bothering me immensely.
I have not seen the likes of you before. Who are you anyway?
My name's Joe. I'm a ghost.
Do not deceive. You would do well to keep your wit in line.
Oh, okay. Fine.
I see. Then you must have a name of sorts. Go on.
I'm immortal. B is that button. There we go. Oh, hell. I backed up so far that it just gave me the default name somehow. What is that button? Is that even a button, or hit it manually? I don't know. Probably could have just kept the default name. My name's Sleepy.
I shall not ever grow accustomed to the sound of human names.
What's wrong with Sleepy?
You must possess a day of birth as well. Beneath which moon and on what day were you born to this world?
This is a lot of info that I feel like might not necessarily be useful, but you know, if the game asks for it, there you go.
Well, wonders never cease. It seems we share our day of birth. How strange.
Magnificent.
It all feels so familiar. I think it may be time for yet another nap.
I agree.
It is almost time to begin.
She fucking immediately fell asleep. I wish I could do that. She's not even laying down. She's just sitting in her chair.
Hey, time to wake up. Were you having that dream again?
Maybe. I don't actually know if the war was part of the dream. We're just gonna go with the young girl. I don't know how much these choices
You've described
actually
her to
matter.
me before. I don't think I've ever met anyone like that. In any case, just put that out of your mind for now. The battlefield is no place for idle thoughts.
You sure about
Risking
that?
your life is part of the job for mercenaries like us. Letting your mind wander is a sure way to get yourself killed. Okay, time to get moving. Our next job is in the kingdom. I told you before, it's far from here, so we'll need to leave at dawn.
Of course.
Oh, good grief. Everyone is already waiting for us outside.
Gerald, sir, sorry to barge in, but your presence is needed.
What's happened?
Please forgive our intrusion. We wouldn't bother you were the situation not dire.
What do a bunch of kids like you want at this hour?
We're being pursued by a group of bandits. I can only hope that you will be so kind as to lend your support.
Bandits? Here?
You gotta pay us, we're mercenaries.
It's true. They attacked us while we were at rest in our camp.
We've been separated from our companions and we're outnumbered. They're after our lives, not to mention our gold.
I'm impressed you're staying so calm considering the situation. Wait, that uniform.
Bandits spotted just outside the village. Damn, there were a lot of them.
I guess they followed you all the way here. We can't abandon this village now.
Why not?
Come on, let's move. Hope you're ready.
I guess that would ruin our reputation. We kind of gotta live on the reputation thing. And there's my old save, which was just overwrite, because it's just me playing the tutorial. Which doesn't really tell you much about the game, because it's approximately 10 minutes long and really nothing happens. You get this fancy little screen, though. A skirmish at dawn.
Let's take care of those thieves before they overrun the village.
There's gonna be a
Down the
lot of
enemies in front first. That should take the wind out of their sails.
gonna be a lot of these and pop-ups and stuff. If you've played Fire Emblem, you probably don't need these, but I've already read these. They're all super basic. But again, I have already read them, so... It's basically just telling you how to move and attack right there. Also, I'm getting suspicious because when I did this last night, she missed there as well. This is durability. Apparently your stuff can break.
I'll cut through.
And using combat arts makes it break faster. Now what I don't know is if you can hit like from behind, like a
Stay
flank
focused.
position.
As expected.
I don't think you can. And that's telling me about the menu and phases. This is the menu that lets you save and all that stuff. It'll mention links later, but that's what just happened. I don't know why I'm explaining this. Well, there's probably someone else watching this that hasn't played the game, but if people are nearby when you attack, it does a link attack, which boosts various stats and hit chance and stuff like that. And it raises their relationship, I think is what it was. I don't remember exactly, but this
Ready
dude
and
has a
willing.
bow. That's basically what that's telling you. Bows lose accuracy the further away you go.
We'll advance while protecting ourselves from the enemy. Take up position inside the forest.
And now it's telling us about terrain. In this case, they want us to go to the forest, which ups our... I guess that's defense. Every defense or physical? I don't know. Some form of defense, and that gives us 30% dodge, which is pretty darn good. To say the least.
Yes, good. If we're in the forest, we can sustain their attacks without losing the advantage.
Indeed, and this just says there's others. You can do this button. Yeah, that button removes the icons and stuff for people. I don't know why you would ever do that, but you can, I guess. You can also talk to people, which I'm gonna try to
You
do,
have a strange aura about you.
but I may
say
not.
you're a mercenary, so show me what you can do.
But I may not always be able to. But I'll try. God damn it. Oh wait. Oh. Fuckers. There you
It's
go.
because of you guys that I'm not dead right now. Thanks for that.
You're welcome.
I didn't expect to run into mercenaries like you in some remote village. The gods of fortune must be smiling on me.
That does the same thing that Link attacks do. Your little heart thing pops up. Don't know necessarily what the little heart thing does, but... Look at all these 0 dodges I'm getting.
This is a fine opportunity. Use the combat arts I taught you.
What if I don't wanna? I mentioned this earlier, but combat arts are just big hits. They reduce durability faster, though. Oh, there's a rock there. That's why I can't go there. Okay. Gonna make me use combat arts, and you can't even hit them from there, so... what I'll have you do instead is go over here. Oh, now we can attack. Might have just been out of range, I don't know. That won't even kill. Awkward.
That's the golden deer for you.
The golden deer, apparently? Question mark?
Thank you. We are in your debt. It wouldn't do for us to fall in a place like this. Please, lend us your strength. Let's work together to drive out these thieves.
Do we have to? Can I kill you without doing anything? I mean, we get another turn with Dimitri, so... Not another turn, we have a turn with Dimitri. We'll just use our basic attacks because we can. I should probably be using combat arts more, because they tend to increase accuracy.
Failure is not an option.
Which means less damage that we take. See, that's 93 because of the link attack. If I do this, though, it's 100. Which reduces the chance that I get hit because I miss. But it didn't matter, because I didn't miss.
You never had a chance.
I never miss, as you know.
Damn! Why are there mercenaries in the village? Guess we'll have to deal with them too.
I assume... I don't actually know, and I don't recall the tutorial telling me, but it tells me about his items in a second here. It just says they'll drop whatever, like we go over here and interact, it's gonna drop an iron axe. I assume that icon just means it's an objective or it's the leader or something like that. I don't actually know, and I don't believe the game has told me. But he has that icon, so, you know. You can go there. Did she make it to that bush? No. No bush for her. We're just gonna pile everyone up over here and hang out, I guess.
I'm gonna kill you where you stand!
Can you not, though? I like not getting killed, thanks. I also prefer when you don't just line up over there like that, but you know.
Attack when an ally is nearby, and the enemy will be intimidated, making them easier to hit.
I see. There's your linked attack then. During a linked attack, your avoid rate and hit rate are higher than normal. Linked attacks between certain units will also raise might, which is just the damage you do. Also builds support, that's what it is. I want to, that's not... That's neat, but that's not what I meant to do. It's actually kind of cool that you can zoom like that. I'm trying to get like an option screen. It might just be on this screen. It's not the A button that you're trying to hit. Oh. I was gonna see if there was audio options, so I could like raise voices and lower some sound effects. It seems dangerous. Instead, let's do this, because it'll kill him.
Right where I was.
And he crit, which seems a little excessive. A little excessive. Now, the one thing I've always hated about
Getting
Fire
stronger.
Emblem,
I can feel it.
and why I didn't play it before, is the stat randomize on level. Because it kind of just randomly fucks you out of stuff. Also, we win, I guess.
Honestly, what are you accomplishing with that little stunt? It's like you're trying to get me killed, you fool. Well, it's fine. After all, if you don't know the value of your own life, you're not going to protect it very well, are you? Course not. Well then, I guess it's up to me to guide you from now on, right? You can call me Sothis, but I'm also known as the Beginning.
Gasp. Weren't you just asleep? She has quite the reaction time for someone that sleeps all the time.
Sothis. Yes, that is it. My name is Sothis. And I am also called the Beginning. But who once called me that?
What are you talking about?
I was not able to recall my name until just now. And just like that, it came to me. How odd. That look upon your face. Did you think me a child? A mere child who forgot her own name?
Yes.
Phooey! That child just saved your life. And what does that make you?
I am no child. We'll play along, you know, the whole stop time to save me question mark thing. Hey, she liked that.
Correct. You understand. You threw yourself before an axe to save just one young girl. Yet all is well, as I have stalled the flow of time for now. You would have died had I not intervened. There now. Is gratitude so much to ask? I did deem you worth saving after all. Though it is only momentary, time has stopped. However did I manage that?
I'm glad
When
she's
time
forgotten
begins
everything.
Again, the axe will tear into your flesh, and you will surely meet your end.
A common storyline.
How rude of you to drag me into this. Now what to do?
Just go backwards. Forehead.
Of course. I must turn back the hands of time. Yes, I do believe it can be done. You really are quite troublesome. I cannot wind back time too far, but all is well. You are aware of what's to come, which means you can protect yourself this time. Now go! Yes, you who bears the flames within. Drift through the flow of time to find the answers that you seek.
I don't even know what questions I have to get answers to. I had all that time. Why didn't I just do that the first time?
Hey, over here!
Hello.
Hey, did you just...
The Knights of Seros are here. we'll cut you down for terrorizing our students. Hey, the thieves are running away. Go after them. The students seem to be unharmed. And who's this?
Why him?
We did it. He was MVP. He's done it. He also got hit a bunch. He's got that going for him, I guess. And now that's as far as I've been.
Captain Gerald? It is you! Goodness, it's been ages!
Goodness.
Don't you recognize me? It's Alois, your old right-hand man! Well, that's how I always thought of myself anyway. Oh, it must have been 20 years ago that you went missing without a trace. I always knew you were still alive.
You haven't changed a bit, Alois. Just as loud as ever. And drop that captain nonsense. I'm not your captain anymore. These days, I'm just a wandering mercenary. One who has work to do. Goodbye, old friend.
Right. Goodbye, Captain. Wait, that isn't how this ends. I insist that you return to the monastery with me.
Garreg Mach Monastery. I suppose this was inevitable.
And how about you, kid? Are you the captain's child?
I'm a bandit. Is he my dad? I mean, no, I'm pretty sure. I don't think he's a stranger, and I'm not a bandit. We'll go with it, why not?
Is that so? Well, physical differences aside, your mannerisms do remind me of the captain. I'd love for you to see the monastery too. You will join me.
I should have
won't
said
you?
I'm a bandit. Man, look at all this emotion displayed on my character right now.
What's troubling you, Captain? You aren't about to run off again, are you?
Even I wouldn't dare run from the Knights of Seros.
The Knights of Seros. They do seem rather skilled. Ah, it seems your presence is required. Get going.
Didn't spend much of a budget on animating the main character, did they?
I appreciate your help back there. Your skill is beyond question. You're clearly an experienced mercenary. And your father, that would be Gerald, the Bladebreaker? Former captain of the Knights of Seros, oft praised as the strongest knight to ever live. Have I missed anything?
He's a good cook. I didn't know he was a captain. Oh, she liked that.
Curious. I'd wager the explanation for that is fascinating indeed.
Hey, you are coming with us to the monastery, right? Of course you are. I'd love to bend your ear as we travel. Oh, I should mention that the three of us are students of the Officers' Academy at Garreg Mach Monastery. We were doing some training exercises when those bandits attacked. I definitely got the worst of it.
That would be because you ran off.
Too true. I was the first to make a strategic retreat.
Getting called
Everything
out.
would have worked out if these two hadn't followed me and ruined everything. Because of them, every single one of those bandits chased after us. Utterly ridiculous.
Ah, so that's what you were thinking, Claude. And here I thought you were acting as a decoy for the sake of us all.
His intentions were as clear as day. You will prove a lacking ruler if you cannot see the truth behind a person's words.
You will prove a lacking ruler yourself if you look for deceit behind every word and fail to trust those whom you rely on.
There's a lot
Oh,
of shots
joy.
getting fired.
A royal debate between their highnesses. I wonder how being completely predictable affects one's ability to wield power. Personally, as the embodiment of distrust, I'd say your little exchange smacks of naivete.
Me, naive. Tell me, are you actually incapable of keeping quiet, or is your lack of self-awareness a condition of some sort?
In any case, forgive our digression. I must speak with you if you can spare a moment. The way you held your ground against the bandits' leader was captivating. You never lost control of the situation. It showed me I still have much to learn.
Your skill is precisely why I must ask you to consider lending your services to the Empire. I might as well tell you now, I am no mere student. I am also the Adrestian Empire's...
Halt, Edelgard. Please allow me to finish my own proposition. The Holy Kingdom of Fargus is in dire need of exceptional individuals like yourself. Please, do consider returning to the kingdom with me.
I just want
Whoa
to
there.
get paid
You
as a
two sure are
mercenary.
hasty. Trying to recruit someone you just met. Tactless, really. I was personally planning to develop a deep and lasting friendship on our journey back to the monastery before begging for favors. But it seems there's no time for niceties in this world. So, capable stranger, let's get right to it. Where does your allegiance lie?
It seems one's place of birth is quite significant to them. Yet they are so impressed by you that you may take your pick. Well,
Am I actually picking? I don't know. Let me check something. Is this actually picking? Or is it? I don't think this is. No. Maybe? I don't know. We're gonna pick this one, because this is the one I want. I guess.
A wise choice. Though the Empire
Mostly 'cause she
has
just
fallen from its former glory,
told
the
that
other
other dude
regions
to
are
shut
merely
up.
offshoots that pale in comparison.
All right, that's enough with the small talk. It's time to head back to the monastery.
Looks like we'll have to pick this up another time.
my, they are in such a hurry. You know, each of the three is most unique.
Thank you, game, for reminding me. So far, little disinterested in Claude's shenanigans. To be honest. We'll see what happens when I say it, though. Apparently his smile is striking. Oh, we pick all of them? Oh, okay. Darkness lurking beneath.
Yes, I thought the same.
I am so sleepy once again.
Stop sleeping all the
I
time.
may be sleeping, but
She's done nothing but sleep and then do the time manipulation once and then sleep again. Not one for endurance, is she?
Part 1. White Clouds. Great Tree Moon. 3 houses.
I don't know about that narration, but it has narration.
The icy winds of the Agma Mountains have begun to scatter, and the verdant fields once again spring to life across Fodlan, heralding the start of a new year. As they celebrate the dawning year, the people pray that they may realize their full potential, just as a tiny sprout hopes to one day grow into a great tree. The continent of Fodlan, said to be protected by a revered goddess, has existed since time immemorial. 3 ruling powers now control the land. In the south lies a region long held by a more than 1,000-year-old dynasty, the Adrestian Empire. Beyond its borders, to the frigid north, is the home of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus, ruled by the royal family and its knights. To the east, a league of nobles that heeds no king nor emperor rules what is called the Leicester Alliance. Once consumed by a tempest of war and turmoil, Fodlan, and these three mighty powers now exist in relative harmony.
This will be your first time at the monastery. I'd be happy to show you around.
It really is Fodlan in a nutshell. The good and the bad.
Like it or not, we'll be there soon enough.
I don't think my character's shown any emotions though.
There
He's
it is.
He's working on that noble
Garrick
appearance.
Mock Monastery.
Rhea's here.
Oh, hello. From the dream. Or what I assume is the dream.
I wonder, did the flow of time bring you here?
It's been years since I've last set eyes on this place. To be forced to see her now,
Well, we obviously know he's been here before. Because we know he was a captain now, so...
You saw her in the courtyard earlier, didn't you? The Archbishop, Lady Rhea.
Yeah, what are these questions? I mean, fucking sure. One of these.
As you know, the majority of folks in Fodlan are devout followers of the teachings of Seros. The leader of that ridiculously large religious organization is the Archbishop, Lady Rhea.
Thank you for your patience, Gerald. My name is Seteth. I am an advisor to the Archbishop.
Right. Hello.
It has been a long time, Gerald. I wonder, was it the will of the goddess that we have another chance meeting like this?
Forgive my silence all these years. Much has happened since we last spoke.
So I see. The miracle of fatherhood has blessed you. That is your child, is it not?
Yes.
We look nothing
For many
alike.
years after I left this place, I wish I could introduce you to the mother of my child, but I'm afraid we lost her to illness.
I see. My condolences. As for you, I heard of your valiant efforts from Alois. What is your name? A fine name indeed. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you for saving those students of the Officers' Academy.
You're welcome. Do I get paid?
Gerald, you already know what it is I wish to say, do you not?
You want me to rejoin the Knights of Seros, don't you? I won't say no, but...
Your apprehension stings. I had expected that Alois would have already asked this of you. I must step away for now, but I expect they will desire a word with you soon. Please listen carefully to what they have to say. Until tomorrow, farewell.
I was gonna ask why this is like the officer training,
I
but
can't believe it. Forced back into the Knights of Seros.
I guess it's a neutral
I'm
ground.
sorry I dragged you into this. Looks like I'll be stuck here for a while. And I'm afraid your services are requested as well.
It's, I mean, probably not a servant, but what if we say as a servant?
Nothing like that. They want you to teach, by the sound of it. You heard those brats earlier talking about the Officers' Academy, right? Well, the Academy just happens to be short a professor.
How
And
convenient.
apparently that damned Alois went and recommended you to Lady Rhea.
So, you must be the new professor.
What?
My, how stern and handsome you are.
Hello, Jiggle Lady, but also
No,
what?
I'm not the one you're looking for. You can handle things from here. Good luck.
I don't remember signing up
And
for this.
watch out for Lady Rhea. I don't know what she's thinking making you a professor like this. She may be up to something. Stay on your guard.
Oh, it's you then? So young.
Competence and age are not necessarily correlated, as you well know. I am Hanneman, a Crest Scholar and Professor at the Officers' Academy.
Hello.
I wonder if you bear a crest of your own. When next you have a moment to spare, I insist that you pay me a visit so we can delve into the subject further.
I'm Manuela. I'm a professor, a physician, a songstress, and available. It's nice to meet you.
Hold on, I gotta type something. Songstress? Oh, she liked that.
Of course. Before I came here, I belonged to a renowned opera company. Perhaps you've heard of me? The
No.
Middle Franc Opera Company is beautiful, peerless.
Spare our colleague the needless chatter, Manuela. Now then, it seems you'll be taking charge of one of the Academy's 3 houses. I expect you haven't yet been briefed on the nature of each, have you?
Nope.
Do you really not know? Fine. I'll do you a favor and explain. The Officers' Academy is comprised of 3 houses of students, each of which is closely affiliated with its region of origin. The Black Eagle House is for students from the Adrestian Empire. Their house leader this year is Edelgard, the Imperial Princess, who is in line to be the next emperor.
The Blue Lion House is for students from the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. Their house leader this year is Prince Dimitri. He is to be the next king of Fargus.
Lastly, there is the Golden Deer House, which is for students of the Leicester Alliance. Their house leader is Claude, grandson to Duke Regan, the leader of the Alliance.
To think that the next emperor, king, and sovereign duke are all here. It certainly is a promising year for the Academy.
What could go
I'll
wrong?
say, I just hope none of those little treasures cause any trouble.
Quite. For now, I suggest taking a stroll around the Academy to get your bearings. And when you've a moment, please stop by my research laboratory.
The old man has a point. Oh, and keep in mind that I've only notified the house leaders that you're our new professor. It's more fun that way. I suggest you try spending time with the students. Some odd ducks in that bunch, but they're good kids. I'm sure Lady Rhea will have more information for you tomorrow, but that should get you going. Good luck. You'll need it.
I don't know that that's what you should tell the
Have
new
you no
professor,
intention of
but-
changing your mind, Rhea? Appointing a stranger, a child no less, as a professor at our esteemed academy is...
I have made my decision, Sedith. I know worrying comes naturally to you, but there is truly no need. That stranger is Gerald's flesh and blood, after all.
I can't say that's all too comforting. How trustworthy is this Geralt character? Is he not the man who went missing after the Great Fire 21 years ago? I would remind you that Flayn is now here with us as well. I beg of you, please consider whether this is an unnecessary risk.
Sedith, they have my trust. Let that be enough for you as well. More importantly, I have received a report
Don't like this
from
Sedith
Tamir.
guy.
I am increasingly concerned about a matter regarding our suspicious individual. We cannot ignore those who harbor ill will toward the Church, especially if they are frequenting Garrick Mach.
Yes, that matter is of great importance as well. I shall continue
hello.
my investigation. Rhea, for now I will have faith that you are placing your trust with the utmost care. I pray that nothing occurs to shake that confidence.
Dylan's playing three houses. Hello, Dylan. I'm glad your name is Dylan, but with a space. For style. This is a hell of a load time. Although now they've mentioned the 3 houses. The one I was told not to do first is Black Eagles. Somewhat comically the one I leaned towards at the start. I don't know why. I've been given no information. I was just told not to do that one first. Presume there's story significance for someone that's new to Fire Emblem, I'm not sure. What is that hairstyle? That's what I want to be. I want to be that dude that's eating. Hello, Magic? Oh, it's her. And the spooky guy in the back. I agree with her as well. This is option. I assume these are all people associated with the 3 houses, since they're showing the specific people at the start. It might just be everyone in general. I don't know how it works, but we anime now. We otome. Is that the male version of those games? Is that otome? I don't remember. Has a name for it. I just can't remember what it is.
Of course.
It's like the romance visual novel stuff. B/Y. It's Y? It's that one, okay. Look on the left side of the screen. Okay. Accept the quest from Ria. Having a look around, don't mind me. Does time pass just standing here? I don't see a clock, so I don't know.
I assume you are already aware that you will be teaching here at the Officers' Academy, correct?
I mean, I didn't agree, but sure.
Please speak with the 3 house leaders. You should also take a look around the academy and acquaint yourself with your new home. That is your first task here at the monastery. Please let me know if you accept it. Once you have finished, come and speak with me.
I was going to say, what if you decline it? But that probably just does nothing. Speak to the 3 house leaders and gather information about the students in each house. The students can be found in the reception hall on the 1st floor and throughout the academy. I assume vulnerary is a potion. Master task given to you? Yeah. Icons. Consult the quest menu to see the quest you have accepted. Icons for essential quests are red. Okay. Oh. Like the sleeve thing going on with this character, but...
You there?
Hello.
Ha! I imagine you were a bit surprised that I recommended you as a professor here. Frankly, we had someone else in mind for the role, but they ran off during our dust-up with the bandits.
Suspicious.
Can't entrust students to someone who's abandoned them once before, huh?
You saved the lives of the students you came across. That, at least, was admirable. Now, you should make the rounds. Go around the monastery and see that you greet everyone.
Okay. Is there only the one door in this? I guess there is. Oh, camera. Camera's a wee bit sensitive. And by a visor here. Should just go out the entrance again. For whatever reason, I thought this was like the entry to the place. How do I? Okay. Not walk into the door, apparently, is the way to do that. Minimap in the upper right. The ZR button. Which is that button. Whoa, okay. That lets you zoom way the fuck out. Probably just leave it at this for now. What's going on over here? Oh. Hello. I've been interrupted. Imagine being the people that have to hang those chandeliers like 50 feet in the air. Hello, Edelgard.
Okay.
Bernadita is always in her room. Hello.
So, you've accepted a teaching position here. Pity. I was hoping you would lend your strength to the Empire. I never properly introduced myself, did I? My name is Edelgard von Hrespo.
Edelgard.
I am the princess and heir apparent of the Adrestian Empire. I wonder if you'll be tasked with leading the Black Eagles. I hope you've had a chance to meet everyone. Would you like to know more about any of the Black Eagles?
Sure. Oh, I have to go through each of them? Do I want to go through each of them? Let's see what it actually tells me.
Well, some think I'm a bit distant. Arrogant, even. But there's little to be done. One day, I must rise to become Adrestia's next emperor. What else? Well, it seems to me that we may have similar personalities.
You mean the fact that I don't show any emotion? Is that it? She gets extra XP. She sucks at books, though. I assume that's magic. Well, she was showing off magic. That seems a little weird. Or at least what appeared to be magic, I don't know. We'll go through all of them, why not?
Is the heir of Marquis Vestra. He has served me since I was a child. You may think his blood runs a bit cold, but actually that's rather accurate. Still, if you can get past that, you'll see he's quite astute and reasonable.
Grants might +5 with gambits. I don't know. What are gambits?
Hubert is the heir of
I didn't mean to do that.
You may think
That was the wrong button. I keep thinking A is down and B is on the right, like I'm used to with every other controller in
for
existence.
some reason he thinks of me as a bitter rival and is always trying to challenge me. It's terribly irritating. His house is that of Duke Ire, which produces Adrestia's prime ministers. That family is perhaps too pleased with its own status.
He has no weaknesses, and he's got pretty good ability. As long as he's at full health, which just dodge everything and you don't need to worry about it.
He's remarkably intelligent, but he only wishes to apply himself to tasks that particularly interest him, and nothing else. He's also fond of, well, napping.
Me too.
If he had any work ethic or sense of duty to speak of, I suppose he would be destined to become an official of the Empire.
He's a caster. With a nice passive. Nice defining ability. I'm gonna keep calling them passives because that's what they are.
He's the second son of Count Burgleys. He has no inheritance in his future, which is perhaps why he's always so eager to prove himself. He's overly energetic and rushes headfirst into any battle. If he ends up in your care, be sure to keep a close eye on him.
He's gonna die. Although, again, I've been told not to pick this house, so...
She's Count Varley's only daughter. I suppose you could say she's a bit eccentric, but she seems like a gentle soul. I believe she's shut herself away in her quarters and doesn't care to leave, but don't worry, I'll make sure she finds her way to class.
Attack +5 when unit is not at full HP. Attack +5. Does that just mean damage dealt +5? There's a lot of stats that aren't in the stats thing. Swap display. Oh. I can I can zoom in on her face for some reason.
She's Count Var.
Oops.
I believe
Hit the wrong button. That's gonna happen a lot, don't worry about that.
few commoners have joined the Black Eagle House, but Dorothea is an exception. She's a songstress from a famous opera company in the Empire. I'm not entirely sure what brought her to the Officers' Academy.
She's got an AoE heal. That seems pretty good. She seems to be a caster of some description, 'cause she's got high magic and it has books over there. There's two different book icons. I don't know. Two different kinds of
To
magic?
the west of Fodlan is an archipelago called Brigid. Petra is the granddaughter of their king. Brigid is a vassal state of the Empire, which is how she came to be enrolled here. She's incredibly smart and studious.
She also crits a lot, apparently. I wonder what the wing icon is.
To the west of Fodlan,
I'm
Brigid is
gonna do that a lot. I'm gonna assume it's not flying, but there's a wing icon, so maybe there is. I don't know. Hello, Gateskeeper. Hello. Speak for me.
Greetings! You must be the new professor. What a pleasure. As for me, my job is to stand here at this glorious entrance and leisurely watch over the comings and goings of everyone. Make folks smile, you know? And by that, I mean to vigilantly guard this entrance with my very life. No levity whatsoever. As of now, nothing to report.
Okay.
Huh?
What about this dude? You can't go past here. You're rather well armored. For a dude just standing at a door, he seems a little overly armored, but what do I know? Hello! The officers is a cat. Sorry, the Officers Academy official now, I guess. There's Claude. I pet the cat. The cat cares not for my measly existence. What a weird animation. I sat down. I can stand on top of the cat, it doesn't seem to mind. But I cannot pet the cat. This displeases me.
Well, scored a teaching gig here, did you? Talk about a great first impression. I guess that means I'd better introduce myself properly. I'm Claude von Regan. I'm from the ruling house of the Leicester Alliance, but don't worry too much about all that madness. I'm guessing you don't know which class you'll be teaching yet, do you? I bet you'd like ours. We're not as difficult as the other two. Have you met the folks from the Golden Deer House yet? Care to know more about anyone?
God damn it, Switch. Shush. I need to get an SD card. If anyone's got advice on a decent, not extraordinarily expensive SD card that I can use for the thing. Because the internal storage on it is very small. Which is probably fine for most Switch games, but unfortunately Fire Emblem took up all of it. So, basically can't have much else installed. May as well learn about everyone.
Piqued your interest, have I? As luck would have it, I'm pretty curious about you as well. But what's life without a bit of mystery? Let's just spend the next year or so learning about each other little by little.
It's a little weird there, Claude. It seems that all of the leaders, heirs, I guess, have that same bonus XP.
He's the heir of Gloucester territory. If you haven't already picked up on it, he's a bit arrogant and fancies himself a ladies' man. That said, deep down he's really devoted and honest. Though I wouldn't mind never hearing him talk about his noble obligations ever again.
But people got obligations. Sometimes they gotta talk about them all the time. This is the dude that was eaten, I think.
He comes from
It's
a merchant
fucking
family,
huge.
but his parents died in an accident. Seems like he's had a rough life. Despite all that, he's just about the most cheerful guy you'll ever meet. His passions are training, eating, and... actually, that's about it.
He's got good passions. Hold on. I'm sending stuff to someone that's already played it because they wanted to fucking have reactions and whatnot. Trigger percent equals luck stat. Like it just straight equals it, so it's 6%. If that's how that works, it's not very high, but...
He's the second son of a merchant family. Since his brother will inherit the business, he's training to become a knight. If you ask me, it doesn't seem like he truly wants to be a knight. He's probably just doing it to please his parents. Lysithea is the daughter of Count Ordelia, and is probably the youngest student here. But watch out, she gets angry if you treat her like a child. As for me, I do it on purpose. You have to make your own fun in this place, you know?
That's fair enough. There's some bullying going on. She's quite the caster. I want to know what all these icons are, like the flag and stuff. But she's got double XP. That's quite the bonus XP. I'm basically gonna pick between the two houses that I've told to pick between, based on just the people in them. I guess. I mean, not what else I would pick it on, randomly, I guess.
Marianne is Margrave Edmund's daughter, and that's pretty much all I know about her. She doesn't interact much with other students, so I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of folks here have never even heard her speak.
Apparently there are flying units, because it says flying ally right there, so that wing is a flying unit of some description. A Pegasus, perhaps. Not really sure. But still. 20% HP for being next to cavalry. I doubt we'll have cavalry for a while into the game. That seems like a late unit.
Hilda is the only daughter of Duke Goneril. It seems her father and brother coddle her quite a bit. If you look up lazy in the dictionary, her picture won't be there because she never got around to submitting it. Not too unusual for a noble, I guess.
Quite the strength. And 3 extra damage for males around her.
Leone enrolled because she wants to be a mercenary. I think she said that her father is a hunter. She's pretty blunt and as stingy as they come. A habitual saver, too. I think she's hoping to repay her village for helping to send her here.
There's a lot of... well, not a lot. There's 2. Just infinitely more than the other group I found. But 2 people that have bonuses relating to male allies.
Leone enrolled. She's pretty...
I know she's blunt. I wonder if this is actually all of the students. So there's, what is this? 8 per? Counting the leader?
What do you think?
I spotted a whole fuck ton of people. Hello.
Ah, you must be the renowned mercenary who rescued Claude. Honestly, you should not have troubled yourself over the likes of him. My name is Lawrence Hellman Gloucester. You will want to remember it.
I already don't like you. Now, I don't have to speak to all of these people.
Well, so you're the skilled mercenary who saved Claude, are you?
Oh, you are? It's such an honor to meet you. Ignatz Victor. My parents are Alliance merchants.
And I am Lysithea von Ordelia. Please do not forget it.
Her voice sounds familiar. Yeah, I don't seem to get anything out of that. And it's just kind of minor dialogue. So we'll have a glance at their dialogue that pops up when we walk near them, but I don't think we're gonna quite talk to everybody.
Hey, hey.
You must be. Wait, this is... yeah, this is the other group of people.
Okay.
This is the Blue Lions, which means, yeah, you're over here. What's up?
Please accept my apologies for the other day. You came to our aid, yet I hadn't even the courtesy to properly introduce myself. I am Dimitri Alexandra Blathid, Crown Prince of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. Of course, at the academy, I am simply a student. And I've heard word that you are to become a professor here. Delightful news. I still have much to learn, but I'm confident I could benefit greatly from your guidance. In any case, welcome to the monastery.
Thanks.
I hear you're investigating the different houses here. Did any of the Blue Lions catch your attention?
All of them.
Me? Oh, please forgive me. It's difficult to open up on the spot, don't you think? I'm afraid my story has not been a pleasant one. I do hope that doesn't color your view of me, but I understand if that can't be helped.
You've told me basically nothing about yourself, but okay.
Dedu was born in Dusker,
Dedu.
and has been loyally working in my service for the past 4 years. He's rather taciturn, but once you get to know him, you'll see he's a kind and good-natured young man.
Grants defense +4 for 1 turn. He has 0 magic capability.
Felix is the heir to House Fraldarius. He has a bit of a sharp tongue, but don't let that fool you. Deep down, he's a good guy. He gravitates toward people who are skilled. Perhaps you would enjoy a friendly competition with him sometime.
Wonder what this thing about battalion is. Because there's been a few passives related to battalions.
He's the adoptive son of Lord Lenato of Castle Gaspar, but I hear he was born a commoner. He has an extremely earnest personality, so I'm certain he will approach your lectures with great enthusiasm.
He has lockpick. It's the only person I've seen with that so far.
Sylvain is the heir to House Gautier.
Or female.
He is a capable person who highly values his friends. That said, well, he's always been a bit of a skirt chaser, so to speak. Pardon my bluntness. I speak with him about it often, but it doesn't seem to help.
He does it during combat too, apparently.
I hear she was born to imperial nobility, but a twist of fate brought her to the kingdom. She may seem carefree on the surface, but she's actually a kind soul who pays careful attention to everyone around her.
She heals herself when she heals someone else, which is pretty good. She's also got fucking quite the hair going. I don't know how that helps her, but she's got quite the hair.
Annette is Baron Dominic's niece. She is a talented student who scored extremely high marks at the Royal School of Sorcery. She's cheerful and hardworking. Brilliant, really. Though she can be a bit oblivious at times. I hear she caused an explosion in the kitchen last night.
Rally seems pretty good, though. It's 4 strength seems like a lot when people
Ingrid
have,
is Count
you know,
Galatia's daughter.
2 to 10.
She is also a childhood friend of Felix, Sylvain, and myself. She is diligent, industrious, and principled. In truth, she is more knightly than most knights you will ever meet.
Might +3 and hit +5 with gambits. Still don't know what gambits means. I assume much of this will be explained to me in the game at some point. But...
I appreciate your effort.
Did I do it? Did it? I thought I would have to go back to her, because she's mentioned that. Oh, I go back anyway. Continue explore. And these are all the homerooms? It is the Black Eagle. Okay.
Oh, greetings.
Gotta spot everyone. I don't know what this does besides make a thing pop up on my screen.
Okay.
But this is all the homerooms then. To be honest, I kinda like the, what's their name again?
Hey.
The Black Eagles. Is that an owl? What are we, Harry Potter now? Kinda like some of the Black Eagles people best.
Hey.
But I will adhere to the advice given to me.
Hello.
Hello. Because of the resolution on the Switch, it looked like she didn't have a mouth. So there are Pegasus. Answered that question rather quickly. And they're not going to let me go that way, because Big Shield Boy and his pet dog. Why are they blocking off a bunch of the castle? Well, we just started. That's why they're blocking off a bunch of the castle. Can I go this way?
Okay.
I wonder if we should talk to everyone.
That's so.
Yeah, they're gonna keep me from going that way too.
What do you think?
Can't really go anywhere.
Yeah.
You know what? It's that kind of
do you
game.
think?
We'll talk to all the students.
Hey, are you that mercenary? Everyone's been talking about you. I'm Hilda Valentine Goneril, and her name is... Marianne von Edmund. Are you joining the Knights of Saros or something? Well, I look forward to seeing more of you.
I'm your teacher. Well, I'm a teacher. We don't know what we're teaching yet. Apologize for the camera
Are
moving
you
it.
someone's guest? The dining hall's that way, if that's what you're looking for.
Thanks for
No,
keeping me
Raphael,
updated.
that's Captain Gerald's kid. Hi, I'm Leonie Pinelli, Captain Gerald's first and greatest apprentice. I'm sure he's told you about me.
Nice to meet you. I'm Raphael Kirsten. Who are you again?
You have the memory of a squirrel. Which is impressive,
What do you
honestly.
think?
Hello.
The Golden Deer House is for students of the
Nice
Lesser
camera
Alliance.
angle. Oh, there we go.
Our house leader is heir to the Alliance's leadership, House Regan. We have plenty of other prominent nobles as well.
Talking to these people takes almost no time at all, so...
Okay. This classroom belongs to the Blue Lion House. Our house leader is Prince Dimitri. All of us here hail from the Holy Kingdom of Fargus.
The Holy Kingdom, eh?
Hey. Hey there. Are you the mercenary who saved His Highness? It's an honor to meet you. I'm Sylvain Jose Gautier. Feel free to say hi whenever you like.
Jose Gautier.
My thanks.
Hi there. You must be the one everyone's talking about. I'm Ash. Great to meet you. This here is Dedu. He serves Prince Dimitri.
I have heard that you rescued His Highness. Words cannot express my gratitude. Should you ever require my strength, please know that I will hasten to repay this debt.
Ash's voice is hilariously stupid to me. Probably
I've
just
heard
to
all
me,
about
but
what you did from Prince Dimitri. As a citizen of Fargus, I thank you.
He also said you're quite skilled. And he doesn't just say things like that. I look forward to sparring with you and beating you.
this confidence.
Felix, must you always speak of fighting right away? Oh, and, you may call me Ingrid. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Meets a new person, immediately wants to fight them.
Who's this? You don't look familiar at all. Do you work here at the monastery? Oh, Mercy. Do you think this is that mercenary people have been talking about? Now that I think about it, that does sound like something Dimitri may have said. I suppose you'll be enrolling at the Officers' Academy too, then? Well, it's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Mercedes, and this is my best friend. I'm Annette. It's nice to meet you.
Hello, Annette. Her voice is like the traditional
Okay.
holy maiden voice that I hear a lot. The
This
pure
is the
voice.
classroom of the Black Eagle House, which is for students from the Adrestian Empire. Our house leader is Princess Edelgard. There are many other nobles among our ranks as well.
Oh, okay.
What? I don't talk to strangers.
Bernadetta, this is no stranger. Our house leader owes this person a great debt. Is that not right?
I am Ferdinand von Eyre, legitimate son of the Eyre family, the Empire's foremost house. Are you going to join our class? I look forward to getting better acquainted with you.
I'm glad she said nothing except I don't talk to strangers, which I guess makes sense.
Well, aren't you just lovely?
Thanks.
Is this your first time in the monastery? Shall I show you around? Oh, my name is Dorothea. Before I joined the academy, I was a member of an opera company in the Empire. You should hear me sing sometime.
There's a lot of, I mean, I know it's technically just two, but considering the relatively low population of this place, having 2 opera singers.
Is it true
Impressive.
that you saved Edelgard? That's incredible. The name's Caspar, by the way. Pleased to meet you.
Linhard, goodbye.
Sheesh, Linhard. How'd you get into the academy with those manners? So, are you a student here too? Maybe we'll be in the same class.
Need more sleep immediately.
I am Hubert, a humble servant of Lady Edelgard. I heard you came to the aid of Her Highness. You have my most sincere thanks. This is Petra. She has come all the way from Brigid to study in the Empire. Back on her archipelago, she is actually a princess. In Fodlan terms, she would be called heir to the throne.
Hello, I am called Petra. I am pleased to be meeting with... I am pleased to have met you.
I am pleased to be meeting. Oh, it's literally talking to everyone now. We may as well just go back. Save the 20 seconds of running.
How are you enjoying your time at the Academy thus far? I hope you have found our halls brimming with the vitality of
I've done nothing,
souls.
but there are people here.
I suppose it is time for you to take charge of one of our 3 houses of students. I must note that I am personally against entrusting someone as lacking in trackable history as yourself with such a task. But it is as the Archbishop desires.
The Black Eagles, the Blue Lions, and the Golden Deer. All so different. I hope you've made it a point to get to know each of them.
Since you are new here, we have decided to allow you first pick. Manuela and I will take charge of the remaining 2 houses.
How convenient. We're gonna go blue, I guess. I like this menu. This is a cool little menu approach. Well, actually... We'll go blue. Dabba-dee-dabba-da. We'll go Blue Lion.
So you have chosen the Blue Lions led by Dimitri, correct?
It has
Your
been
heart
deemed.
has made its choice then. All I ask is that you guide these open minds with virtue, care, and sincerity.
They are all promising youths who bear the weight of Fodlan's future upon their shoulders. I hope you appreciate what an honor it is to lead them.
Brother? Oh, I am so sincerely sorry. I did not mean to interrupt.
I'm in the middle of something, Flane. Is it urgent?
No, it's nothing. More importantly, who is this?
This is our newest professor at the Academy.
Didn't mean to interrupt.
Oh my!
Keeps
A new
interrupting.
addition to the Officers Academy. I am so very pleased to meet you, Professor. I am Sedith's little sister, Flame. I am so happy to make your acquaintance.
Let us focus on the topic at hand. There is something you should be aware of. In a few days' time, there will be a mock battle between the 3 houses, intended to gauge the current progress of the students. We will be using this battle as an opportunity to ascertain your own abilities as well. Please do not disappoint the Archbishop. That is all.
Time to fail us a mock battle. Let's go.
Wait, does this mean our new professor is... No, I really can't believe it! But I was speaking to you so casually, as though we were companions. Oh, I am so sorry, Professor. You just look the same age as the rest of us, and... Oh, and I'm sorry I just said that too. I really must watch my tongue.
She's gone full panic. Look at my face. I have no emotion at all.
You
I
say
have like
that,
one
but
animation.
I just don't know about all of this.
I'll admit, it doesn't sit well with me either. After all, we wish to show you due respect.
Sure, but if the professor says it's okay, shouldn't that be enough? That is, if your highness can consent to such a thing. After all, we're already speaking this way to our future king, so
We may as well relax our speech with our professor too, right?
Well, we're not in the kingdom, so it only goes to follow that we should all speak companionably. I concede. If the professor says it's fine, we ought to accept that kindness gratefully.
As for me, I'm not sure I can manage.
You don't have to force yourself if it's too difficult. You're fine with that too, right, Professor?
Nope. You either speak to me as a companion or don't speak to
I'm
me
eager
at
to
all.
meet you in battle. Come to the training ground later. There, you will show me what you're capable of.
You aren't wasting any time, are you, Felix? As it were, count me in for any such battle.
Pardon me, but I would also love to observe you in battle for future reference, if that's okay with you.
Ash, I won't have you speak of merely watching. You should join us as well.
If you get injured, simply say the word and I'll patch you up straight away.
Your Highness, do take care not to go overboard.
You worry too much to do. I'll be fine, I promise.
My companions, is there not something inherently wrong with crossing blades as a way to bond with each other?
Huh, I never thought of it that way. Well, if that's how you feel, I suppose you'll just stay behind while the rest of us are at the training ground?
Ingrid, my dearest friend, you really are too harsh on me.
Well then, Professor, what do you think? As you can see, the Blue Lion House is a lively bunch, but you'll find none who work harder. I'm certain we'll cause our fair share of trouble, but I'm very much looking forward to the year ahead.
I feel like you shouldn't guarantee that you're going to cause trouble to your own teacher, but... Terrain effects. Oh, it's a load screen. I was like, wait a minute, I already saw this. It'd be nice if I could get another one and not just this one. But, whatever. You know, on the really long load screen that I could have actually read it on. Oh, there it goes. There are new places to explore. I got 1,000 gold. And 2 days passed, apparently.
Say, while you're here, I'd like to use this device I designed to determine whether the power of a crest resides within you. Won't hurt a bit. Promise.
What is a crest?
You don't know about crests?
It's like it hurt me.
Allow me to tell you everything, absolutely everything about them. Is your calendar clear? This will take a while. Crests are a fascinating topic, but before one can dive deeply into said topic, one must first understand what crests are. They are power incarnate. They are said to have been bestowed upon humans by the goddess countless ages ago. They exist within the flesh and are passed down through bloodlines. Those who carry crests may excel at magic, display exceptional strength, or any number of boons. Each crest has its own power, the nature of which is beyond mortal understanding. For now.
You think the crest is the little girl who speaks inside of me, potentially?
I suspect as much, yes. But we won't know for sure unless I look into the matter. As I said, crests are passed down through the blood. However, just because someone carries a crest does not necessarily mean their descendants will inherit it as well. Only a scarce few descendants of a crest's bloodline end up inheriting that crest's power. Perhaps one of your ancestors bore a crest, and you just happen to inherit it. That is how a crest usually presents itself, after all. Yes, of course. I'll get to the bottom of it straight away. Now then, please go ahead and hold out your arm over this device here. What is this?
Gasp. I don't know.
A pattern I've never seen before. Is it possible an as yet undiscovered crest has been detected? To think there are still crests out there that even I am unaware of. How thrilling!
I love this guy's enthusiasm.
Pardon my unrestrained jubilation. I have much to consider. You may leave now. I have more research to do in regard to this crest. Yes, so very much more research. But for now, your work here is done. What could this line here be indicating? Perhaps it represents a lack of symmetry. Or perhaps... What in the world? Oh, I see. It may be connected to that, but to a greater degree than usual.
He's just very excited about it. Are we just gonna go like straight to the mock battle? Oop, what's going on here? Auto-saving.
With each moon, professors of the Officers' Academy receive a schedule for the month ahead. It notes the days on which events and missions will take place that month. Pay careful attention to your schedule, so that you may thoughtfully plan what you intend to do each month, and when.
I have to plan? Features different events. Each week you have one day off, when you may choose an activity from the list. Your only option at first will be Explore, Seminar, Battle. Directional buttons to view. Okay. Directional buttons. First day off. And that's the mock battle, I think. How do I go to the next month? I don't think I can. I guess I can only view the current month. What's this? Hubert's birthday, and we missed it. Rescue at Dawn is the tutorial. Adrestian Empire Founding Day. 4-1. Oh, that's Ferdinand's birthday too. But we can only explore, so statistics. Online play is disabled. What do you mean I can't statisticize? Alright, well. We've been here multiple days, and so this is my room. A girl's voice. Professor level E. I'm a shit professor. What's this? Catching a delectable fish? And you give me fish. Oh, I can't pick them up here? Okay. Growing vegetables. Ladies preferred. Well, unfortunately, I'm not a lady. The weekly announcement. So I can't. It would just fast travel me. Okay. Hello.
These are the students' quarters. To better help you supervise them, you also have a room here. Your room is here at the end. Commoner students also reside on the first floor, while the second is primarily for students of noble birth. As a rule, we try to avoid discrimination based on social status here, but the nobility can be quite insistent when it comes to matters of propriety. Speaking of, it would be best for you to avoid improper conduct. I expect you to set a good example for the students.
By flirting with everyone. What the professor level does. What's going on over here?
Yes. I trust you're eager to face the Black Eagles in battle. Enjoy the thrill of anticipation while it lasts. Soon you'll wish you had chosen to lead our house instead.
Confidence. Did that didn't speak to both.
If you continue to insist on distracting me, I will have no choice but to get rid of you. Joking, of course.
Of course. Don't fucking laugh. Hello, Caspar.
Wow, Yuritsa sure seems strong. I kind of thought he was going to be the new professor assigned to our class. After that teacher ran away during our outdoor training, I figured Yuritsa was a natural replacement. I was surprised when you were suddenly appointed professor instead.
Me too.
I don't think I could hold my own against Yuritsa in battle. I could probably take you, though.
That's not a chance.
You really think so?
I like
Enough
that.
training, I'm sure I'll beat you someday.
So what's up with you, Jaretza? Who are
I
you?
care nothing of friendship.
Nice mask.
If you have no business here, leave.
Alright, well, like, fuck you, I guess. What's up here? Something, I don't know.
Hey there.
Hey. Seem incapable of doing anything with this something, but it's up here. What's the thing in the top? One. I don't know. It just said one. That's the extent of my knowledge of it. To be a lot of talking to people. It's that kind of game, you know? Student. Hello. Talk,
I'm
please.
not
There we
too
go.
keen on the professor of my class. I really hope to focus more on strategy. Maybe I should talk to my professor about transferring to a different class.
I feel like I've heard that voice actor before, too. Can I go in your rooms? No.
I hear there will be a mock battle soon. We must not neglect our training. I trust that you will carefully study the strengths and weaknesses of each of your students, that you may provide effective guidance. Regardless of the results, this battle will be a great learning experience. Even so, what is the point of competition if the aim isn't to win? As this is your first time at the monastery, please allow me to show you the ropes. Both students and teachers of the Officers' Academy are free to use the facilities within the monastery. For example, you can dine with others at the dining hall, or partake in one-on-one combat at the training grounds. I encourage you to wander around the monastery and lend an ear to the people living here. There are bulletin boards in various places around the monastery. Have you seen them, Professor?
There's one in my room.
There you can find requests from various sources, as well as information about the market. If you fulfill these requests, you should eventually be able to use even more of the facilities here. The bulletin board gets updated frequently. You would do well to check it once a month.
I don't know if frequently and once a month are equivalent, but
This probably goes without saying, but no matter which facility you use, it will take up a considerable amount of your time. It's helpful to plan out activities in advance, so that you don't mistakenly squander your time here.
okay. So the one is an activity point. Do I ever get more than one? I presume I do.
Professors at the Officers' Academy are expected to have exceptional leadership skills. Students and teachers alike must devote themselves to their studies and strive to acquire great wisdom, even outside their respective fields.
Oh, there you go. Answered that immediately. Your professor level determines your maximum activity points. Raise it by reading books, taking part in activities, and interacting with students. Okay. Hello.
His Highness has said that he trusts you, and I have no cause for doubt. But if you mistreat him in any way, I will take action.
Gasp.
I have a request.
Grow plants in the greenhouse. Take seeds, ask the greenhouse keeper how to grow, harvest crops. Okay. Mixed herb in western Fodlan. And some renown. I've heard renown is very universally useful.
Hey, Teach. I hear there's gonna be a mock battle between the houses.
There is.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm a bit concerned about facing an elite mercenary like you. Maybe take it easy on us. What do you say?
Not a chance, but also I appreciate it.
Professor, have you adjusted to life at the academy yet? Me, I'm still not used to it. I'm not one for all this studying and training.
I've never been big on studying either. I'll admit.
That's so.
Like how my current quest is do some gardening. Dormitory. It's just the rest of the boardrooms, housing. I wanted to say housing, but that's not really proper.
I'm Captain Gerald's first and best apprentice.
I noticed.
I can beat anyone, Professor. Even you if I have to. It may have been only for a short time, but I learned from the absolute best.
By her own, logic here, it was short, but it was the best. But also, I got the best, but longer. Wouldn't that just make me better?
I was just heading back to my room. Bye!
Oh, okay. Bye, I guess. Hey.
I don't like to come out unless I really have to. Hope you're okay with that, Professor.
Well,
Professor?
what could go wrong?
Hey, Professor. If you got spare time, wanna join me for a trip into town? We could try to pick up beautiful girls. Or not. I'm kidding. Don't look at me like that.
You mean the only face I have?
Professor, I've got a small favor to ask.
Treat them to their favorite meal. I don't know what anyone's favorite meal is, to be fair, so it's probably just gonna be a guessing game. Greenhouse and fishing pond. Now, does gardening and dining hall take an activity point? I suspect it does.
The Great Tree Moon is the best time of the year for naps. I could just forget all about my assignment.
I mean, my name is Sleepy, but that's not a good idea.
Yeah.
It's the longest dialogue box. Hello, Ash.
Oh, did you come to look at the plants too? The greenhouse here is really incredible. There are so many rare flowers I'd never seen back home, and herbs I never even knew existed.
They're very large plants in the back there.
My adoptive father is the real expert. He taught me everything I know about herbs, including how to tell them apart and how to make medicines. You should try looking around the greenhouse sometime if the mood strikes you. Maybe something will catch your eye.
I mean, this thing in the back caught my eye. Very large bird thing, whatever that is. Well, let's talk to the greenhouse keeper. Does this take an action? By gardening, you can harvest all kinds of crops. Like flowers for gifts. They decorate their rooms with the flowers? That's kind of cool. More seeds mean a bigger harvest, while more compatible seeds lead to higher quality. What does that mean? The more you spend, the better the harvest. And I need a high professor level by that picture to do a bunch, so. And money. Quite a lot of money. The crop will be ready 1 week after you plant your seeds. Use the harvest command to gather what you've grown. Don't I get 1 free day? Cultivate. There's no reason not to, right? Can't harvest.
My thanks.
I was hoping maybe it did it instantly, but... I may as well plant these too, right? That I just got? Got some tomatoes. Or can I only plant one? Or like... one plant action, I guess. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We only just started.
I'm a little busy.
Doing what?
If you're looking for the greenhouse, it's right there. See it? Looks like a greenhouse. That's it.
Thanks, Captain. Does this look like a greenhouse? Like from the outside? Not particularly, but sure. Hello, fish keeper. Before I talk to you, I want to see if this changes. No. Hello, Marianne.
Goddess,
Marianne.
I pray to thee. Please protect us.
Her icon looks like she needs some more sleep. Which is probably what I also look like, but I can't see myself, so... Alright, fishing. I mean, fishing's not been unlocked yet. How do I have a quest for fishing, don't I? Oh no, that's picking up the quest. How do I unlock fishing? Perhaps I need a higher professor level?
Hello there, Professor.
Hey, Flame.
Well, I call you that, but I am afraid I am not a student here myself.
Where can I visit you, then?
My brother would not be pleased if he heard you saying such things.
That's not what I mean.
The monastery is kind enough to provide a sanctuary for my brother and I. He's the only family I have. Might you
What's
help
your
me
quest?
with a favor?
Oh, well. Turns out this is picking up the fishing quest. I thought the icon over there meant me picking it up, but... While we're here, we may as well talk to everyone else. Look at this guy eyeing the food. This is actually a pretty nice dining hall. Also quite big.
Here at the monastery, I have had many great learnings from many great people. I am hopeful to have learnings from you, too. As forever, I will do my best trying.
Not good at the English there, is she? She's trying. Give her that. Little Felix.
I'm busy. Do you want something?
Spar?
I can't right now, but let's fight soon. I look forward to beating you.
I hope you lose tremendously. Hello, dining staff. That's got an icon. I think that means it uses a point.
Ugh, I really need to eat. I can't hold out until the next meal. Why can't the dining hall stay open all the time? I need to keep eating if I want to get stronger.
You need a bigger shirt. Sorry, I was yawning there when I was saying that. That man needs a bigger shirt. We'll do it now. I don't think it ends my exploration anyway. What's today's special? Mercedes and Annette like it. It's Saggart and cream. A baked confection coated with Noah fruit cream at a current reduction. Often enjoyed as a dessert at family gatherings. Ingrid likes it too, apparently. Is that what that means? What's the... These are things I'll either figure out or someone will tell me, but... Up arrow, I assume means... they'll like it, but then what's up with the face? I originally thought the face meant they really liked it. Maybe it does. I don't know. We'll go with Mercedes for now. Why not? Oh, I can share a meal with 2 people. See, now I don't know. I thought it was 1 person. Have both of them. They're best friends. They'll hang out together.
Today's dish was so good. Oh, but not as good as your homemade sweets, Mercy.
Homemade sweets?
You're too kind. Maybe I'll bake some for you next time, Professor.
The 2 you invited are more motivated. Look at their fucking icon down there. A PogChamp professor level? Let's go. I'm an E+ now. You'll receive more monthly funds. Ooh, okay.
Nice. I knew I could count on you.
Quest complete. Okay, so... ranking up my professor level gets me more money as well. Good to know. Now, does this take a point? It does not, because it doesn't have the icon. Time to go fishing. Wait until you see the silhouette of the fish you want to catch, then press the A button to hook it. Durability of the fishing line increases with professor level. I'm noticing a pattern here. If you land excellent timing at all opportunities, you'll net a more valuable fish than normal. Okay. Not much of a fishing rod there, is it? Got quite the window for the excellent timing on that, but I'll take it. I got a Carasis. Carasis? This small fish is common to all regions. It is somehow connected to Saint Celine. I don't know the relation, but I got XP for fishing. PogChamp. Hey Flane, I did it.
You have helped me so much.
If you ever wish to fish again, simply let the manager of fishing pond know. As far as bait, which we have some bait. So perhaps we should use up our bait. Why not? I mean, it takes time, but this dramatic music, good. Damn it. It has a really big window behind the spot, but not ahead of it. Price 1G. Not much value on that. Yeah, I should just wait. If I hit it early, there's not much of a window there. Is this the only thing I can catch with this bait? Or is it just because I'm a bad fisher? Oops. Bad at fishing. Feels bad. This is a giant fish shadow though. Is it different? Oh, it's 4-star. Cook into a dish that boosts dexterity. Dexterity. Do I do the cooking? Or is that, just like dishes I can pick at the dining hall or something? I don't know. Let's go. Perfect giant fish shadow. This fish is a cross between loaches and pikes, spawned in Lake Tooted? Whatever. Boost defense. Bait. Rip bait. Alright. Back to exploring. Because I don't think we've talked to everyone. We may as well do that while we're running around.
Unbelievable.
Hello, Knight.
The Imperial Princess, the
Nice
Crown
hat.
Prince, and the heir to the Alliance's leading house. This is one exceptional year, that's for sure. If you're a teacher here, you better watch your step. If anything were to happen to those kids, well, suffice to say that it could harm the reputation of the Church of Saros, which we've spent almost a millennium establishing.
It's a long time. Can't go there. We can't go to anything except for dining and housing, basically. And the greenhouse fishing area. Obviously, we just came from there, but there's huge chunks of stuff that's just cut off. Don't know what any of that is.
All right. Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. By the by, have you ever regretted a decision and wished you could go back and undo it?
Never.
It's too bad there's no lesson for how to turn back the old clock, huh? But I suppose a bad decision isn't worth all that fuss anyhow.
You mean like when I killed myself to save Edelgard, and then we turned back the clock so I didn't kill myself to save Edelgard? I like these automatic doors. Automatic doors that open a mile away.
Hello, Professor. I have a teeny tiny question for you, if that's all right.
Nope.
You haven't seen a man with hair the same color as mine, a scowling face, and a generally gloomy demeanor, have you?
Have I? I don't think I have. I might have.
I suppose it was silly to ask. Sorry for wasting your time.
That's okay.
Hello, Professor. You haven't...
Oh, it doesn't come up with a dialogue again. It's a one-time dialogue. Oh, there's someone behind me.
Indeed.
Hello.
As part of our commitment to the goddess, the knights undertake various missions across all of Fodlan. Assisting with the education of young nobles is also a part of our sacred duty.
Actually, is there a list of everyone, or is this just my current roster? It's my current roster. Support. Well, this lists everyone. Because I forgot, oh, the teachers are here too? And Ria. Interesting. And whoever Cyril is. Bernadetta, that's what her name was. Okay. I forgot her name for a second. I was trying to remember what it was while I was thinking about it.
I hear a member of House Fresfeld, the ruling family of the Empire, has entered the Officers' Academy for the first time in ages. It is said that the Adrestian Empire's very founding was aided by none other than Saint Seros. That is why the crest of Seros is on the Imperial flag. In recent years, a rift has developed between the Empire and the Church. Let us hope this will be a good opportunity for both parties to reforge their close relationship of years past.
Imagine that's gotta be rough on the throat doing that voice all the time.
There are two types of crests. Major crests manifest their power most effectively, while minor crests are slightly weaker. It is said that the closer a person's blood relation is to various saints and heroes, the higher their chance of bearing a major crest. Of course, there are also examples of major crests manifesting in children whose parents bear no crest whatsoever. The exact nature of how and why crests are inherited is still a mystery.
We know basically nothing about this, is essentially what that told me. Oh, hello. What are you doing over here?
Hi, Professor. Have you gotten around to visiting the library yet?
I have not.
It's absolutely loaded with valuable information. I only wish I wasn't burdened with the necessity of sleep, so I could spend all my hours there.
Just sleep in the library.
In a manner, yes. But it's more that I want to learn as much as I possibly can.
Okay. Oh, I can go up another floor. I didn't realize. Is this the library? No, this is the homerooms. Yeah. Hello, Ferdinand.
Do you know the provenance of our class name?
No.
The eagle. That refers to the twin-headed eagle on the Adrestian Empire's coat of arms. And black is the traditional color of the Empire's armor. Hence, black eagles.
Okay. Rather simple, all things considered, but fair enough. Someone's out here. Oh, it's her. Hello. Hello.
Yes, it's true that I'm the only commoner in the Black Eagle house. I knew that before the first day of class. Those people are simply exhausting.
I'm glad that was the entire conversation. I imagine being around nobles all the time is exhausting, but...
Before I came to the Officers' Academy, I attended a school of magic in the Kingdom capital. That's where I met Annie. That's what I call Annette. Oh, I guess Lawrence was at the School of Magic too. But Annie was always just so nice to me, even though I was older. She's my best friend in the world.
Her voice, man.
Here's the story. The Blue Lion House derived its name from the honorary title of the first king of Fargus. Lug, the king of lions, wore
Lug.
brilliantly blue garments. His chivalric exploits are recorded in multiple legends. The library holds various historical accounts regarding him and the Blue Lions. If you find time, you should read them. They're filled with insights.
Lug. It's a great name. I'm going to laugh about it and make fun of it, but that's a great name. Mostly because I can laugh about it and make fun of it. Hello.
Hi, this is the Golden Deer House. You're in charge of a different class, right? Too bad we won't see more of each other. I'm happy to learn from you if the opportunity comes up.
Our house is that of the Golden Deer. Do you know the significance of that name, Professor?
Nope.
Golden deer are sacred creatures, said to have protected Leicester since time immemorial. All three of the houses have a meaning behind their name. You should feel free to ask around if that sort of knowledge interests you.
Did we get the meaning of... Yeah, we did. We got the meaning of all of them. Hey. You guys just chilling? Having a good time? Alright. Won't bother you. Alright, that's everything down here. Assuming we can't actually go to the second floor, we may as well check that out. It's been 2 hours, and I've done one fight. Go up. Oh, I'm hitting the wrong button. I was hitting B instead of A again. Every time. Wait, what? First floor. Why did I load in over there? Whatever. Stairs are right there. Oh, there's a lot of stuff up here. And I only have 2 zooms on the map. Alright, well. Hello, Ria.
Do bear in mind that even as you are appraising your students, they are appraising you as well. I hope that you will do your best to form lasting bonds with your flock. Oh, and I look forward to witnessing your prowess in the mock battle.
I won't let you down? What's in here? There's nothing, there's no one in here, just what's going on? There's chairs to sit at. Oh, it's this room. I didn't realize where we were. Actually. No, this isn't where we were before, was it? It's just, well, maybe. I don't know, man. Hello?
The church has changed a lot since my time. Sedith, Hanneman, Manuela, Yuritsa, and many of the knights. None of them were around 20 years ago.
This doesn't surprise me. You know, the whole fire thing and all that. It's a nice bit of armor. And considering it's on the Switch, that's rather detailed. Let's get real close into it. There you go. Realistically, there's like 0 chance you're ever gonna zoom that far into stuff, so, yeah.
Captain Gerald has hardly changed since 20 years ago. I've aged at least 3 times as much as he has. Why am I talking about this? Oh, right. It was because I just overheard Tomas remarking on the subject.
Tomas?
The leader of a legendary group of knights returned. People are bound to be talking about the old captain.
Okay. He doesn't seem to like it. I do like her outfit, but also
A mock battle?
that
This
scene that
early?
showed her jiggle was a
Well,
little much.
Professor, they're not giving you any time to settle in, are they? Don't worry, though. Should you get injured, I will care for you all through your recuperation. I will see to you, oh so very, very personally.
I'm okay. She liked that. Just fucking talking. Alright, I didn't even do anything. Request analyzer.
Apparently, there is to be a mock battle between the houses. Interesting, but I hope you understand that I have far more important things on my mind.
You don't sound like a very
My
good teacher.
research is proceeding slower than I would like. Your crest is something of a challenge. Frustrating, yet also quite intriguing. I was wondering if I might get a sample of your flesh.
No.
A couple square inches would do. No? Perhaps some blood? A couple of drops on the device are all I need.
Blood sounds more likely, not so much the couple square inches of flesh.
Oh, thank you, Professor. Those few drops of blood are invaluable to my research. Oh, so much more to learn.
Couple drops of blood ain't gonna kill me. Hopefully. Excuse me. Wait a minute. Does it talk to him again? I do.
Oh, thank you, Professor. Those few drops of
You just
blood
said
are
that. Okay, well. It seemed unnecessary, but his name was lit up and it was on the minimap. I gotta talk to him. That's how this game works. That's how I work right now. It's got an icon, I gotta talk to it. Doesn't have an icon, probably not getting talked to. What is... Oh, this is the library. That... Is that a sphere? That doesn't seem spherical. Maybe I've just lost my mind because of the bottom of it there. I don't know. Hello.
Professor, I hear you are lacking in knowledge of the Church of Seros.
And most
The
things.
library contains countless documents about the teaching and the history of the Church. I encourage you to make good use of them.
Okay. Do I need
Professor.
points to read these? Part 2. Part 1. This is more or less generic religion stuff so far. Humanity attained great power. Darkness from the north. And this is probably the crests. The sacred blood. Heroes. Heroes experienced unnaturally long lives. Yeah, crests. Okay. And the weapons are called Heroes' Relics, which I assume I can get at some point. And they took all that stuff and fought each other again, as is tradition. Oh, there's so many books.
Could I trouble you?
Oh, there's so many. Are these all? Oh, there's... Well, let's check second floor of the library if we can. Never mind, we can't. So this is it.
Say now.
Well, let's get to quickly reading here. I'm not gonna read it all out loud. You can pause particular pages if you read slower than me. If you read faster than me, you're bad. Don't speak the name in vain, as is tradition. Wait, this is part 5. How did we go 1, 2, 5? What the, who is organizing this library? Prominent do. Students are forbidden to remove or peruse this documentation. This tells me about the houses. Pardon if you happen to hear any background noise. Some activity in the kitchen. I'm going to forget most of this. I'm going to be completely honest with you. Without a domain. There's a lot of houses in this empire. House Varley seems a little suspicious there. More houses in the Empire, good lord. The Insurrection of the Seven, is that all of these? I think all 7 of these pages might just be the insurrection ones. Maybe not, actually. This Dagda and Brigid War here seems to have taken quite the toll. Did I read this one? Yeah. sought out and acquired several crests for its bloodline. How do you acquire them? You just find people that have it and then have kids, I guess? I don't know. This is for the Alliance. The daughter is unaccounted for. Yeah, that is daughter. Okay, I thought this said sister for a second. Military strikes and defense against the Almiran army. That's the east of them, okay. Accepted into the ranks of the 5 great lords. I like that. As the 10 elites and the 5 great lords seem to be of important note here. And this is mine. My kingdom. Well, not mine, but you know what I mean. My house. 10 elites. Once again makes a noticing. Lug. These names, man, what the fuck? House Bladed resides in Firdiad. Wait, Welsh? That's not Welsh, there's not enough Y's in that. Many vassals. Also related to the hero Fraudarius. Okay. Banging noises. Very loud in the kitchen. The people of Sreng, of the Sreng region, sorry. 200 years. So, the Alliance has stuff to the east they worry about. Kingdom has stuff to the north. The Empire had sea raids. So west, southwest. Or was it straight south? I don't remember if it said specifically, but I just remember them landing and destroying that one house. Ceremonial competition. It's not much of a house. Much of its territory consists of a frigid wasteland where a severe famine occurred in the early 1170s. What's the current year? Do we know that? It revolted against the Empire and pledged the entirety of its territory. The Holy Kingdom. Okay, so that one... That one just straight split from the Empire and went to the Kingdom. Okay.
Say now.
Oh, hello. You also want to speak
has served
with me.
as the monastery's librarian for decades. Actually, he was away from Garrigmok for a spell, but he returned to his post last year. There is no one as familiar with the monastery's archives as he is.
Cool. I guess. Did he summarize all these books for me? History of Fodlan, Part 1. Filed Nemesis, that was in the cutscene at the start. But his name is just Nemesis. She joined the shattered hearts of the purest people. So they formed the church before the Empire. So we're basing calendar around Empire forming. Kind of like the whole Roman calendar thing. Fair enough. Capital Inba. War of Heroes. Castles that were allied with Nemesis and the imperial forces of the Etruscan Empire fucking collapsed. Clashed. Empire 1, which we knew. Nemesis fell in the second battle, which was a... well, that's not the second battle, the second big battle. There's a big year gap between those two, good lord. Emperor succumbed to illness. With the opportunity to end the seemingly endless fighting. That was 66 years. It's a long war. This is also part 1 apparently, somehow, despite being separate. But okay, whatever. Now we're 721, we're a bit ahead of time there. Dagdan army invaded across the sea. Invaded the archipelago. So Lug demanded independence. They fought. That's how they got their independence. Was that 4 years later? Yeah. Church mediated. And the Holy Kingdom was formed. Rebellion in the Imperial lands. Holy Kingdom, viewing the uprising as an opportunity to occupied the region. And then the Holy Kingdom split for some reason. Well, there's 3 princes, that's why, but... Leicester succumbed to illness. And this formed the alliance. Yep. And then they got invaded. And almost lost. That would have been unfortunate. I guess it wouldn't have really mattered, but you know. And they built a fort. All 3 of them built a fort over there. It's quite the fear of that invasion again. Issue 2. Whoever designed this needs to cease. Record consisting of the world outside of Fodland. Fodland is the region that we're in, so this is just the rest of the world that we'll never see, probably. So this Amira is like the I forgot what they're called. The Khan. What were they called? I don't remember. Brain's not working right now, leave me alone. Morphus, the metropolis of magic to the southeast of Fodlan. Used to be called the City of Illusion. So, Dagda is just a bigger continent over there. Okay. I don't like that this goes 1, 2, 5.
Hey there.
Like, this is 3 and this is 4. I just can't read them, clearly. Which is unfortunate. And we can't go up. Is there a down? No. Oh well. Fair enough. Alright, well that's all we can explore, I think. Hello? What does that mean? Why did bell ring? What does bell ringing mean? I assume that's time changing, but I didn't know that the time actually moved. I suppose that would make sense, but still. Let's see if it's a different time of day out here. This is the wrong way to run. I can't talk to anyone. Excuse me. There we go. I don't know what was going on at that door, but we're out. It does look like the time of day has changed. So it was always like this and I've lost my mind. There's a possibility. But yeah, nothing out here's changed, so that's all the talking. What was it to end exploration? What was it that? There it is. Mock battle. And Ferdinand's birthday. Happy birthday, Ferdinand. I'll buy him flowers.
Much appreciated.
200 gold's a lot, but I'll buy him flowers. It's his birthday. And now, that'll be it. It auto-saved, but I'm gonna hard save too, just cause. But that's it for now. I'll play more later. This will be the first actual... It's probably still kind of tutorialized, but the first actual combat we do is this mock battle. So what is that? 2 hours and almost 20 minutes? For the first real fight? That's quite the wait there. But either way, that's it for me, so... Hope you guys enjoy this series and all that jazz. First Fire Emblem I'm playing, so I'm going to be very confused and do things terribly, I'm sure. Don't worry about it. But hopefully it all goes well and hopefully you guys like it. So thanks for watching and I'll see you guys next time.